there have been two major impediments, and they both go to what drives Hamas. One has been whenever there has been public daylight between the United States and Israel and the perception that pressure was growing on Israel, we've seen it. Hamas has pulled back from agreeing to a ceasefire and the release of hostages. And so there are times when what we say in private to Israel, where we have a disagreement, is one thing, and what we're doing or saying in public may be another. But that's in no small measure, because with this daylight, the prospects of getting the hostage and ceasefire deal over the finish line become more distant.
Well, there were moments when it seemed you were trying to draw red lines in public, telling Israel not to go into Rafah, for example, and then they did. Israel's prime minister...
They went into Rafah in a very different way than
Benjamin
they were planning to do.
Netanyahu never seemed to listen to you, though.
No, I disagree with that. And again, I mentioned how we've gone at humanitarian assistance from day one, and that's been a perennial and ongoing effort throughout this time. When it comes to Rafah, we had deep concerns about a direct attack and the use of the 2,000-pound munitions in densely populated areas. What Israel wound up doing in Rafah was very different from what they were planning to do before we engaged with them. The other thing that got Hamas to pull back was their belief, their hope that there'd be a wider conflict, that Hezbollah would attack Israel, that Iran would attack Israel, that other actors would attack Israel, and that Israel would have its hands full and Hamas could continue what it was doing. So we worked very hard to make sure that that didn't happen. Part of that was making sure that Israel had what it needed to defend itself, to deter broader aggression.